Yeah, I was supposed to watch this. I watched the beginning of it because it was interesting. Then I was like, oh, I should watch it on stream. I don't know if it's TOS. Let's hope it's not. YouTube's hidden lawless section. If you want to see, this guy's actually a good YouTuber. Like his shit's mad interesting. Like it's all real stories, but it's all like fucked up.
Have you ever stopped to consider the sheer volume of content available on YouTube? When you load the site, you're usually greeted with a selection of videos that makes up a very small percentage of the platform. These are the videos that YouTube deems adequate enough to keep you from leaving the site in that very moment. But much like an iceberg, the depths below this sanitized and visible section of YouTube are so vast, it's very literally beyond our human comprehension. Every day, 720,000 hours of content is uploaded to YouTube. That's 82 years.
So theoretically, how long has YouTube been out for? How long has YouTube been out for? $7,805 days. So 7,805 days. Every day. Every day, there's 720,000 hours.
Very literally beyond our human comprehension. Every day.
Yep. So there's 7,000 times. You have to multiply that by 7,805. It's too big of a number. Okay. So 82 years. It would take you 640,010 years to finish all of the YouTube videos currently uploaded on YouTube at this current point in time.
720,000 hours of content one day. In total, there are over 14 billion videos currently available on YouTube. That's about 1.5 videos for every person currently living on the planet. The vast majority of this content is not at all like the stuff you normally watch. 75% of videos on YouTube have no comments or likes. 96% of videos have less than 10,000 views. The overwhelming majority of videos on YouTube were not uploaded to take part in the so-called creator economy that I and every other YouTuber you watch takes part in, but rather to just store video files to share with specific people or to just host for their own purposes, whatever they may be. This is the largest section of this site, and it's known as Deep YouTube. In many ways, Deep YouTube plays by a different set of rules. The lack of visibility on this content means that it doesn't get caught breaking community guidelines nearly as much as more popular videos. Since these clips have essentially no views, it means the algorithm hasn't found any place for them on the site, and they lay disconnected and orphaned from everything else. Videos on Deep YouTube can be so hard to discover that there have been multiple projects developed just to explore and catalog it, like the Deep into YouTube
Trumpism and Thomas don't mix. Smoking weed with cops. Yeah,
subreddit or the site PetitTube, which will show you a different video from Deep YouTube every time you refresh a page. All these factors thrown together makes Deep YouTube feel unpredictable, or maybe even a little dangerous. You really don't know what you're gonna find here. Maybe it's gonna be some unseen snuff movie, some red room recording, or maybe it's gonna be a video like Outre Domina.
I can't see what I'm looking at. The quality on TS is so bad. no, this is okay. I watch a lot of weird videos, right? Like a lot of like scary videos. This shit, I I like haven't gotten like actually like scared of a video in a minute. This shit is creeping me out. This is creeping me out because I don't know what is happening. This is just like really low quality, and that fuck the way she was moving. The way she was moving was so weird. Ah! Smash.
This video is much like others we've covered on this channel. A compilation of creepy clips most likely inspired by the videotape from the 2002 movie, The Ring. These videos are always a little goofy and border on the realm of YouTube poops, but there's something different about this one. Outre of Domina is much more consistent. These clips all fit together well thematically, which makes me wonder if they mostly come from the same, or at least very similar sources. There's a lot of striking imagery here. I especially love the dance of this ghostly white figure, or this child floating up the wall. It's all very unsettling.
Oh,
The channel that uploaded this video
unsettling. That is perfect word for it. This is unsettling. I feel a chill down my spine. I feel like while I'm watching it, I feel like the hairs in the back of my neck like click against my hood, bro. It's disgusting.
is simply called Creepy Videos, and they're just one of many archives of strange and scary videos found on YouTube, and as such, they most likely didn't create this video. If we search for Outre of Domina on YouTube, we can, in fact, find
What is
several
that?
uploads of it on other.
What is that? What is the one 2 years ago with 330 views? What the fuck is that?
channels. That doesn't exactly give
Decomposed dick.
us any answers though. Maybe finding the source for some of the clips in this video might help to narrow things down. I decided to start with some of the more distinct looking parts, like this couch with the white head and the Uzumaki. Doing a simple image back search on a screenshot from this section reveals that it comes from the 1932 French avant-garde movie, The Blood of a Poet. I decided to watch this movie to see if any more of Outre of Domina is sourced from it, and indeed a couple more parts are, like the child floating up the wall, and these shots of a man falling into a doorway. By the way, this is a really cool movie. Early experimental films are a really interesting rabbit hole. It's too bad the Hollywood code sucks so much of the creativity out of the early days of filmmaking. I was kind of expecting a lot of this video to come from the same source, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
It's less
Doing
weird
another
with
image
the
back search,
with just the video, but bro, with the music, it was so fucking
this time on a frame of the dancer,
like the noises
reveals
it
that
was
it's a
making.
recording of Japanese Buto dancer Kazuo Ono. While Buto dancing
And I don't know what it is, but like when I see it, when I know the context of it, I get not scared. But when I see it in that compilation of weird shit, bro, all of the videos got scarier. When I realized that was like a movie and stuff, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Might want to watch that movie. But then like I don't even know, bro. But
it might sound like
this
some
was
traditional
weird, and
art
now it's like
form.
I'm not
It
scared.
was in fact developed as part of the
No, I'm
avant-garde
terrified of
movement,
it. I don't know why.
just
it's
like The
moving
Blood of a
that.
Poet. I was
It's
able
like
to
giving me
find a couple
shivers,
other
bro. I'm so
sources or
dead
clips
ass.
in
I
Outre of
hate this. I
Domina.
hate this.
This horse head comes from a
That
black metal
John
music video.
Park. John Park. John Park. Gotta clip that.
And a few shots come from another historical French art house movie called Les Enfants Terribles. But that's all I could find.
Les enfants terribles. I love you.
Normally, this would be where the story ends.
Les
But
enfants
luckily, there
terribles.
is more to this one. Something I probably should have done right away was Googling Outre of Domina. Doing so brought me to a wiki we've seen many times on this channel, secret files.
Give it to my mom.
Here they list not only some of the sources we've already tracked down, but they also link to this French forum post, which reveals the true creator of Outre of Domina, a YouTuber known as Japan Pride 1000, who apparently made the video all the way back in 2011, and whose channel has unfortunately long been deleted. But luckily, in the expanses of deep YouTube, there exists an archive of some of Japan Pride's other videos, which all have similar names to Outre of Domina. We've talked about a lot of goofy early YouTube horror on this channel, but I don't think anyone has done this style better than Japan Pride 1000. All of these videos feel unusually cohesive for the genre, and their choices of imagery are always really striking and memorable. It's too bad their channel basically lived and died with such little attention paid to it, with only Outre of Domina remaining in any visible capacity on YouTube, with its 12,000 viewers having to climb down a rabbit hole just to discover its true creator. Outre of Domina managed to find some semblance of a second life, completely orphaned and disconnected from
For just
This movie, I'm seeing this movie on next Saturday.
Out to you.
3 minutes out! Find cover! We've taken massive casualties. 2 minutes out!
This is gonna hurt.
Eyes on me and only me. 1 minute out! Break up!
I need these items printed by Friday.
Certainly.
Are you for imprint certain?
We are for imprint.
And
Certain.
then the day before, I'm going to the Minecraft movie
It
trial.
matters when you need promo gear for gifting clients, customers, and your team. 4imprint.com has items certain to wow.
really striking and memorable. It's too bad their channel basically lived and died with such little attention paid to it, with only Outre of Domina remaining in any visible capacity on YouTube, with its 12,000 viewers having to climb down a rabbit hole just to discover its true creator. Outre of Domina managed to find some semblance of a second life, completely orphaned and disconnected from his maker after their channels were removed from YouTube, being passed around several channels without a description or any context as to what it was, which is a common theme in deep YouTube. These videos aren't posted with the intention of gaining an audience, and therefore the metadata just kinda doesn't matter. This common lack of context only amplifies the uneasiness surrounding deep YouTube, such is the case with our next video, which will be covered by my good friend, Something Sinister. Have you ever wondered why your oldest email address gets the most spam? These data brokers are all, and you'll find out. Then go to incogni.com/feral or scan the QR code on screen to get an exclusive 60% discount on an Incogni membership. I highly recommend it.
This video, simply titled 424242, was uploaded in November of 2007. Despite its chilling content, it's currently sitting at just over 20,000 views. Here's the video.
A wee dumpster. 19. December 10th, so it explains why it's snowy. Guy's in the dumpster with the snow, with a glove on. The dumpster? What is this? What?
Let's start by translating the red text in the beginning of the video. It's Russian, and in English it reads, Tragedy, Iolton, Editor, Alex. We are then given footage from what appears to be December 10th, 1995. A man walks onto the back of a trailer. It's covered in snow, and when he starts digging, he uncovers at least 2 bodies underneath a tarp or blanket. As the video ends, we get more red text, which translates to, "Like this was dying Iolton." The
What is
channel this
Iolton?
video belongs to is also named Iolton. This recurring name, along with the date of December 10th, 1995, are all we have to go off of. The name Iolton refers to a small settlement located in the northernmost point of Russia. If you visit it today, you will find that it is uninhabited. While it was once a big mining resource built by the Gulag prisoners, it was eventually abandoned following the collapse of the Soviet Union. But the question still remains, why are there bodies on the back of the trailer in 424242? Given what we know of this location,
Bigger
the date
people.
of December of 1995 becomes much more relevant. There are 2 common theories among the few people who have seen this video. The first being that these are the bodies of workers who died of tungsten poisoning while working in the mines. This theory would make sense, given that the settlement was abolished in 1995. The video could also show outsiders discovering what was an attempt to hide what was happening to the settlers working in the area. But at the end of the day, this is all speculation. The channel itself looks to be an archive of sorts for content revolving around Iolton. 424242 isn't even the channel's most popular upload. The video of men uncovering dead bodies has somehow fallen under the radar for all these years, earning it its place as one of YouTube's unwatched horrors.
One common thing you'll notice in deep YouTube are file names as video titles. This is because many of these videos are often uploaded right from a camera or smartphone without any sort of editing or modifications done to them, and the default title for every YouTube video is the clip's file name. The usual manifestation of this you'll see in deep YouTube are videos with the title IMG or MVI and then a random set of 4 numbers. This is because these are the 2 most common file name formats for both cameras and smartphones. If you search for IMG or MVI followed by any random 4 numbers, you'll get a ton of results all with the exact same title, no matter which 4 numbers you chose. I think trying out searches like this yourself is one of the best ways to conceptualize how massive deep YouTube truly is. Regardless of which numbers you choose, you'll be met with an endless selection of videos with that title. And no matter how far you scroll, YouTube will still keep serving you more and more videos. I tried scrolling for almost 10 minutes on one search, and YouTube still didn't run out of videos to show me that perfectly match my search query. The videos themselves, though, unfortunately, aren't usually that interesting. These are largely just random peeks into people's lives, and they obviously weren't put on YouTube to be shared with the general audience. Most of these uploads have less than 100 views, and a lot of them even have no views. It's pretty cool to be the first viewer of a video uploaded more than a decade ago. With all that being said though, there is a pretty horrifying set of
Fella. Gibby Smith. Look at this fella. Look at his fucking face, bro.
videos with this title format lurking in one of the darkest corners of deep YouTube. On February 5th, 2025, a user on the Deep Into YouTube subreddit would make a post with the title, "I'm pretty sure I just found a serial killer's channel." The video linked appears to show a sliced off human face wrapped tightly in shrink wrap. The clip is only 8 seconds long. I usually like to tell you guys to go check out the stuff I cover yourselves, but maybe don't look this one up. The channel that uploaded this video is called Blue Water, and every video on their channel follows the IMG name format we just talked about, and they all seem to be centered around severed human body parts and shrink wrap. While the one we just talked about shows Blue Water merely holding the human remains in front of the camera, most of the other videos, oddly enough, show him seemingly randomly coming across these shrink wrap body parts in nature. This is genuinely one of the strangest and most disturbing things I've ever come across on YouTube. But it gets even worse. Many of these shrink wrap videos are marked as made for kids, so they show up on the YouTube Kids app, meaning he likely is intentionally trying to put this stuff on children's computer screens. Although I have heard sometimes YouTube automatically categorizes certain types of content as made for kids,
Guy's
so
an
it's possible
artist.
this was just an error on YouTube's end. I know how
an
bad this all
artist, bro.
sounds,
People are
but
dumb.
I also want to make it clear that there is a possibility that these aren't real human remains. His video, IMG7997, also...
Who? Okay, no, hold up. I'm gonna applaud, but 1 second. Who is ATB Ken Lamar 47? I don't think I've ever seen that person in my chat one time ever. But one and only Winter. Thanks for the sub. I cannot fit to a therapist. Yeah, on my life, the bomb.com. Yeah, I sound like a terrorist.
just shows him holding up a severed face in front of the camera, but this one has eyes that are very obviously just a picture painted on some flat material. And analyzing the first video closer reveals that the
people gotta be dumb. Watch the other videos. It's an
face
artist.
seems to be printed on a hand of some sort, whether it's real or not. Users on Reddit are also pretty split on whether or not these are real human body parts being shown off. A lot of people seem to assume that this is either some weird art project or just a straight up fetish surrounding mannequin parts. This situation is only being exacerbated by Deep YouTube's common lack of metadata. If the uploader explained somewhere what these videos were about, there wouldn't be any mystery here. But instead, we get the file name titles and no descriptions at all, which leaves out any sort of context, and ultimately, we can only speculate what's happening here. I'm personally leaning towards this being some sort of fetish or art project, but let me know what you guys think. You might have noticed I've had to do a lot of censoring in this video, like I said before. Deep YouTube has much less strict moderation purely because of the lack of people watching these videos. The more views you get, the more careful you have to be about community guidelines. If you do want to watch this video completely uncensored though, you can do so on our Patreon. It's $5 a month for everything. You can see all of my videos sponsor-free, ad-free, in the highest quality possible, and we're making Patreon-exclusive full-length videos as well. Alright, these last two topics are pretty heavy. I'm going to hand you back over to something sinister to talk about something less upsetting.
Fuck Patreon, that's what I'm saying. Till I get one.
This video, titled VHS Found in Trash, has just over 700 views. Let's take a look.
I think it was saying something.
As you can see, the video
I have no clue what
stutters
just
in its
happened.
opening before
That's what I'm saying,
Static
bro. That's
introduces
what I'm
us to a sped up video of
This
a young
video is
girl
weird.
riding
The
what
first
appears to
video,
be an
you weren't
old
here, bro. The first
rocking
video was so
horse.
weird.
She stops before another
actually
figure,
scary. Like,
an
that actually
adult I
scared me.
assume, walks over to her and extends their arms out. We then get a long zoom out from the girl's face before the footage stops and jitters once again. It then cuts to black. The whole thing is very short, clocking in at just over a minute long. It's hard to determine right off the bat what the purpose of the video was. Nothing outlandish or sensational happens within its 62-second runtime. It is nonetheless as creepy as a lost VHS tape can be on its own. With very little to go off of, I started.
Y'all remember that Serbian dancing lady? Bro, I just imagine like seeing them out in the street. You just pull out, you just go, it's just drop her. Just, and she just goes, and just falls in the middle of the street. Or like she runs, she's like, and you walk by and she runs at you, you just, bah, 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 bah. And she, she
By re-
or just like, imagine she like runs at you, you just like clean ass, just right hook right to the head, just, just drop her. Oh my.
just over a minute long, searching the young girl on the horse.
If you
This
look at
brought
her
me to
dancing,
another
she'll run at
video
you. Yeah,
uploaded by the same
I remember it.
YouTube
Yeah, I remember
user.
that. Bro, fucking shoot her. Like, if she runs at you, just knock her ass out. Like, just boom. Or just like, my controller's gonna fall and skip the video again. Like, I don't want to. I might hit my mic. And she just like drops, like she was only dancing. No, because when she ran at them, she had like a knife and shit. I remember it was really weird. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like really confused, and then she kept popping up, and then she became brain rot because like every time she oh, crap, I just dropped my controller.
Or
She was
sensation.
like, she would like dance, and then she would run at you, and then they would play like the troll face music, and be like, doo 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 doo. Wow 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 wow. And then like the troll face would come up while she starts running at them. Shit was so corny. Oh my god.
Happens within its 62-second runtime. It is nonetheless as creepy as a lost VHS tape can be on its own. With very little to go off of, I started by reverse image searching the young girl on the horse. This brought me to another video uploaded by the same YouTube user titled Braindead. It turns out this video was uploaded on October 20th, 2013, whereas VHS Found in Trash was uploaded in 2014. Braindead is more or less the same thing, a cryptic video utilizing grain and static to give us the feeling that we are seeing something that we shouldn't. That is, until 50 seconds in, when we can hear what sounds like a woman singing. The music then gets louder, and we see the words "Braindead" flash on screen. Police sirens ring in the background as the footage continues to show strange and distorted imagery. The final frame has the words, "but still kicking," written on it. The video ends.
Anymore, bro.
I'm sure you're asking the same question that I am.
What is happening?
Why did Braindead show up as an exact match when image searching the young girl on the rocking horse? She doesn't make any appearance in Braindead at all. So what's going on? The channel uploading these videos is called Pony Birthdays. A lot of their uploads are similar in tone to VHS Found in Trash and Braindead, like Light Post Enlightenment Post, which is just a video featuring grainy footage of, you guessed it, a light post. But a recurring name within the uploads is Antique Pony. After watching some of these videos, it's clear that Antique Pony is the name of the band that is running this YouTube channel.
Oh, it's a fucking...
Their upload, Antique Pony,
It's just an edgy emo band from
Equestrianism,
late
is a music
2000s,
video
early
featuring a
2010s.
lot of similar imagery to VHS and Trash and Braindead. Flashing
It's an edgy
images,
rock band,
grain,
not
and
scary.
static. It's hard to describe the band's sound. It's very experimental and very clearly recorded in someone's house. When exploring the band's Bandcamp page,
trying
they
to sleep. Bam, 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 bam. What is but running out on my own? Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Time ticks by. Bam, bam. Still I try. Dun, dun.
describe themselves as experimental art rock. With this new information in mind, I think VHS and Trash is potentially an attempt to garner mystery around the band. Videos like this go viral all the time for their strange and unusual quality. Maybe it was their hope that people would stumble upon it and share it around, and in doing so, be spreading the word about the band. It's also very clear that the band members are very interested in experimental art, and VHS in Trash could have just been a little side project to explore and be creative. Regardless, we're still left with the question of where did this strange footage of a girl on a rocking horse come from? Well, I don't think we can ever find out for certain. I actually reached out to Antique Pony via direct message and found out that the video was created by a man named Adam Cooley, who is not a direct member of the band, but was heavily associated with it. I was sent a link to his website, which, as you can see, is very rudimentary. The website itself is an overview of Adam and his work, all the way up until his untimely passing in 2014. The only mention I could find of VHS found in Trash is under the category of Other Works / Collabs. There's a bullet point reading Found in Trash, short film for Strange Vistas VHS compilation. When you click on the Strange Vistas link to purchase a copy, you're taken to a page that says the site can no longer be reached. With Adam's passing and this dead link, it's unlikely that we will ever know the true origin of the strange video that he made for Antique Pony, and all I can hope is that he is at peace now.
While that VHS may have been thrown in the trash, I'm very glad this next VHS we're going to talk about was not. This one was instead preserved in good condition for almost 20 years and then uploaded to this site. Like many videos from Deep YouTube, the title of the following clips are simply the file names of the videos.
Nikola Jokic 40-point triple-double, 41, 13, and 12. Best white player of all time. Fuck a Larry Bird, bro. Nikola Jokic is the best white player. And I'm a Celtics fan.
Does this remind you of anything? Because to me, this really looks like Backrooms found footage videos. The eerie endless yellow corridors, the VHS look, the abandoned equipment spread out everywhere, it's all straight